Morning, my name's Paul with Golden Blaze Videos in the Shining Rock Wilderness. It's March 26th. Got a new loop. It's going to feature some new trails and some old trails, starting out on the East Fork Trail, heading along the East Fork of the Pigeon River. And this looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, so come on and let's hike. There's a lot of water coming down the East Fork. Had our first thunderstorms last night of spring, dumped a lot of rain, trails wet. Well, I wasn't expecting a creek crossing. With all that rain, it looks deep. My feet are about to get wet. I debated about wearing my waterproof boots. Sun's popping up. Skies are clear. It's gonna be a warm, beautiful spring day. And I think my feet were just starting to get dry. Looks like we're gonna get wet again. I'm starting to see a pattern here, because this is the trail. This looks flat enough, I think I might can video. Here we go. My shoes may not be dry at all today. Here's a serious hole for all my kayaking friends. Not for me. And if you like whitewater, this trail is spectacular. Well, about 3.5 miles in, a couple hours, hour and a half, I don't know, something like that. Anyways, East Fork has been spectacular so far. A lot of beautiful whitewater, some waterfalls, and a lot of wet creek crossings, which probably has something to do with that thunderstorm from last night. But anyways, highly recommend it. I can see coming back to this one again. And now headed up towards Graveyard Fills, still on the East Fork trail. Check in with you later. That is the Grassy Cove Trail. We are not going that way, thank goodness. It looks like it crosses the Pigeon River right there, and that's got to be over your knees. Hey, can we take a break? I'm hungry, my stomach's growling. A break? Man, it's only been like 2 hours, a little over 4 miles. Hey, that was a long time ago. Come on, you're a slave driver. I fixed you a big breakfast this morning. You're hungry already? Hey, we'll take a break when we get to Graveyard Fields. Whatever. Oops, did you catch me talking to myself again? Well, made it to the Parkway and the Mountain Sea Trail. One of my favorites. And Graveyard Field should be coming up soon. Could have used some of these an hour ago. Wow, isn't that beautiful? There's Tennent Mountain. We'll be there sometime early afternoon. Got turned around right here. Thanks to All Trails, I am back on route and I need to be going that way. Well, finally made the Graveyard Fields and the waterfall. I guess I can take a lunch break now. But anyways, I was thinking, I hadn't been here in 29 years, and it was March. I was here with Joyce. She was my girlfriend at the time. And this May, we'll celebrate 28 years of marriage. Joyce, I love you. Wish you could come with me on these trips. And anyways, I'm hungry, so it's time to eat. Nice view of Tennent Mountain, one of my favorite views, and should be there in a little while. First big view of the day. Okay, almost 11 miles. Back on the Art Loeb trail. I thought about doing the Art Loeb this weekend, but rain's supposed to be coming in before noon tomorrow, so with thunderstorms, so I thought I'd better do something shorter. That's Black Balsam knob behind me, highest point on the trail, almost there. There's a lot of people up there, so I think I'll just take my break here. So anyways, there's Black Balsam knob. And looking down into the Pisgah National Forest. A little hazy today, but it's not raining. And a lot prettier than my last hike over in the Smokies. Made it to the top of Black Balsam knob, highest point on the trail. Always forget how incredible the views are up here. Let me flip this around so you can see what incredible views. Mount Hardy, Richland Balsam, Lickstone, Black Balsam Range. Looking over in the Smokies and Mount Guyot, Mount Sterling, where I was 2 weeks ago, up in the clouds. Cold Mountain, far distance. I can make out Shining Rock, that's where I hope to spend the night. And Mount Pisgah, actually looking down on it. Black Mountains off in the distance. Beautiful day. Great view of Mount Pisgah here, but I'm looking at that ridge in front of it. That's the trail I'll be taking out tomorrow. That little peak to the left is Dog Loser Knob. Then the next peak is Old Butt Knob. I think they're named after me, and it's the Old Butt Knob Trail. And that's going to take us down and dump some elevation real quick. And my truck is right down there in that valley. Rolling into Flower Gap. This is a great campsite. Stayed here last November with Blair and Adam, and thought about staying here, but I think I'm going to roll on to Shining Rock Gap, and that'll put me that much closer to the water and exit tomorrow. All right, 15 and a half miles, 7 hours, 4,326 feet of elevation gain for the day, and I'm at Shining Rock Gap, and I've eyeballed this spot before. And I think this is where I'm going to camp, right in this grassy spot. You know, I don't think I've ever been to the top of Shining Rock, the very peak, and I'm pretty sure it's that rock there, right at 6,100 feet. I'll climb on top and then I'll show you a view. May or may not be the highest point. Not that concerned about it. I'm not trying to bag all the peaks beyond 6,000. But man, look at the view from up here. It's incredible. That's looking back towards Sam's Knob and Mount Hardy. And through the trees you can see a Black Balsam Knob. And the view looking east. There's Asheville. Mount Pisgah. This may be awful, but there's the city of Asheville. Way those white row of buildings and stuff. Probably hard to see on the phone. I think I'll make out the hospital. Hey, good morning. It's 7:30. Up and at 'em. Already got my pack on, as you can see. Ready to hit the trail. It's about 4 miles back to the truck. Rain rolling in later, but the sun's popped up behind me, as you can see. Headed out Old Butt Knob Trail, which I'm pretty stoked about because I hadn't been on that one before, and it looks like there's some killer views. So I'll check in with you later. This is like a laurel maze. Not sure who laid this trail out, but it's not very straight. Dog loser knob. Gonna have to go see if I can find my boys. Banjo, Rocky. Banjo, Rocky. Dang it, I've lost my dogs up here on Dog Loser Knob. A little bit of a view here down below the top of Dog Loser Knob. Looking back over in the Shining Rock Wilderness Ridge. Hey, I made it to this mountain they named after me, Old Butt Knob. That's all right, you've probably called me worse. See the Pigeon River, still a long ways down. Great viewpoint here, looking back up towards Shining Rock, and that's the Shining Rock Creek Valley. You can hear it roaring, headed down towards the Pigeon. And to think my feet have been dry all day. Well, maybe I can get across on this log. Well, that's about a wrap on this loop. Man, it was great. Highly recommend it. The waterfalls on East Fork were magnificent. Love the Art Loeb and that high ridge line. But anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Hope you'll subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks again.
Ba ba da ba 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 ba.